I'm assuming that most of you are clearly thinking about trying out smart drugs yourselves, but now I'm going to be starting to tell you what the ethical issues of consuming nootropics are. In schools, there is a particular concern that there might be unfair academic competition between those who take nootropics and those who don't. This is a form of what we refer to as academic doping, which involves the off-label use of smart drugs to improve cognitive ability. The American writer Francis Fukuyama has said that the original purpose of medicine is to heal the sick, not turn healthy people into gods. He pointed out that the increased use of such drugs could raise the standard of what is considered normal performance. But there are also other people at the other end of the spectrum. Vince Kakich from the Department of Psychology at the University of Sydney thinks that the argument that these nootropics should be banned from non-medical use because they offer some students an unfair advantage is like suggesting private tuition be banned. On the other hand, manufacturers gain profit by selling their drugs that have little research on their long-term effects. Maybe they're harmful, maybe they're not, nobody knows because there's so little research done, and yet people still buy them. But there are also some situations in which the use of nootropics can be accepted. For example, in the case of a possible jet lag, one might consider taking nootropics in order to be able to show up conscious at the next day's business meeting. Another sphere in which the use of these drugs may be commonplace is by healthy students within academia. Given the cons of nootropics, should schools take any action to address the issue of nootropic drugs on their campuses? Or can they even address such an issue? To start off, schools could supervise all students for a period of time before the exams to ensure all the effects of cognitive enhancers have worn off. Schools could also wait for the next scientific genius to develop a nootropics drug test. To eliminate any possible unfairness, the school might want to consider gathering permission from all parents for their children to consume smart drugs during exams. Schools should also make an effort to advertise and lecture students about nootropics in order for them to understand the positive and negative side effects of nootropics, as well as some high-risk nootropics with multiple side effects. If schools are deeply concerned and troubled about students' usage of nootropics, they should be sure to limit and restrict such use with proper punishment. To conclude, you will have known about the definition and some common types of nootropics, otherwise known as smart drugs. You will also be able to identify some common misconceptions regarding the use of such drugs. You will also have understood some ethical issues regarding the use of smart drugs, as well as some possible actions that schools should take to address the issue of nootropic drugs on their campuses. At the end of the day, I want you to remember that Jesus does miracles, not drugs. And last but not least, the fact that revision is always the key to success in exams, not drugs.
Created using Powtoon.